Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to From the Depths. We have a new campaign, Season 2. This is Episode 4, and there are enemies coming from over there somewhere. I should not control the turret. Right. So, let's bring up the map. Now, when we kill them, because we will, because we're awesome, they will drop resources behind. 8%, I think I've got it set to, of their worth. We need to then go pick these resources up. Because instead of like the resources just flying to you, like they used to, you need to actually go collect them. And we can do that with our little starting raft thing here. But I don't want to have them dead in these zones, because if I go in there, I'll have to fight someone. So I want them to die here, which means I actually want them to get fairly close. So, we're going to have to wait until they get into a somewhat dangerous range before doing anything about it. Now, in the meantime, I will want to probably somewhat make our little fortress a little bit on the tougher side. So, for instance, the ammo right now is a little bit exposed. So let us just sort that a little bit. Yeah, I'll put it here. That should help out. Probably fine on the side. Especially if I turn a little bit more, which I might do. Yeah, let's do that. Turn. There we go. You're fine. What else do we need to defend? I mean, to be fair, the engine could probably have a bit of defense. So let's make this out of metal. And now we're out of metal. Hopefully they're bringing metal for me. They're just bringing me lovely resources. They're like Santa, really. Is this episode going out after Christmas? I think it is. In which case, they're like Santa being late. There we go. Lovely. And I might as well finish the edge here, because it will help defend us, right? So, 1, 2, 3. And I would like a plain old wood block to go here. And then we'll need some corner bits. So they're probably going to be corner triangles with a square base. Bam. 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 And who said you couldn't defend yourself using wood? Yeah. It's very, very precarious, but we'll go with it. How are we doing in terms of, like, power output? I mean, I'm just checking all the random little things in life at the moment. Yeah, we're fine. How's our resources doing? We're ticking up. I mean, metal's pretty low, but it is ticking up. We're up to 3% in natural. That's the highest we've got. I'll go down when we start building, like, barge transports out of, like, wood and stuff. In general, I think we're ready. I'm sorry I'm a little bit sniffly, by the way, today. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. You're all loaded. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's take this time. I can't actually... Yeah, I forgot that's broken. It's my keyboard broken, not the actual thing. Not the game. So I have to, unfortunately, do some weird stuff to actually move around. Ugh, I hope my keyboard's fixed by the time you see this video. That's because I'm going to be taking a soldering iron to it. I've ordered a soldering iron, I've ordered some spare MX Cherry Browns, and hopefully that'll be able to fix it. Yes, I'm using Cherry Browns because they're quieter. I know people prefer other things. I'm not going for ones I prefer, I'm going for ones that, you know, work sort of mandates. So yeah, I'm using MX Cherry Browns. Right, let's flip that around. If you don't know what I'm talking about keyboard stuff. There we go. So you should all start reloading. I have no idea which side this connects from. Not connected. Great. Let's start guessing. Oh, there we go. That is the right side. There we go, and... So that'll improve performance a bit, because we don't need to render all the shells. Now, it makes it harder to tell what's going on, and it probably isn't necessary with these small battles, with these small blocks. But it'll help a little bit. Not that you'll actually see the difference, really. I don't imagine this is going to tank below 30 frames. And I tend to record From the Depths in 30 frames, just because it doesn't go much higher. I mean, it doesn't get anywhere near 60. And working with 60 FPS files means like twice as large files when raw, and they take longer to transfer, they take much longer to render, take longer to upload to YouTube. So yeah, I don't tend to use 60 FPS unless a game really like solidly gets 60 FPS. So that is my reasoning. People have asked, well, I'm just stalling right now, by the way, while they arrive. People have asked, am I going to make new designs, or am I going to use existing designs in this new series? I'm, of course, going to use pretty much all new designs. I don't think I will want to use any existing designs. I think that's part of the point of a new series, is to, you know, if you're going to reboot, do it properly. And we're going to do it as properly as I can imagine, which is just starting everything a little bit from scratch. So I would like a corner again. They should probably be in range by now, so I'm going to have to go check on them in a second. Right, so B, M. Not quite. We're going to pull all. I'm going to go 10%. Got to make sure they are fully over our side of the map. All but one. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do it. Okay. Put everyone into play. 10.3. Begin the battle. Oh, we're already beginning. I'd like to raise the height of the fortress. Whee! Whee! Traveling. Oh, we're getting hits? Looks like it. Yeah, that's a hit. Oh, hello. No, this guy's firing on us. This guy needs to die. I mean, as much as I'd like to target the big guy, this guy's already firing. And that cannot be allowed. I said all target. That probably means the Gatling cannon's going to happen as well. Nice. AI dead? Oh, there we go. The Gatling cannon's joining in now. Not as much damage, of course. But every little helps. Oh, hello. The Atlas is joining in now. It's tempting to just open up with everything. Yeah, let's tell everyone to protect the Atlas. Oh, Gatling cannon! Admittedly, the Gatling cannon doesn't take much off. It's more sort of a volume type kind of attack. You can tell the Gatling cannon is the blue one. The green one is our main cannon. When the main cannon hits, it does a lot more damage. But the Gatling cannon, you know, helps strip things off. I think the Gatling cannon do a bit more accuracy right now. It's still missing quite a few of those shots. Oh. It looks like something valuable went. Come on. That's better. The Gatling cannon's tearing into it now. Of course, still not very effective, especially on this plated metal underside. you can see the plate of metal andesite is actually surviving, but the things above it have been destroyed. That's because the Gatling cannon can't really do anything against metal. It's not designed to. You see the HE shells that are hitting metal doing very little. Two damage, it's despawning. There we go. Right, who's next? Guessing it's going to be you, because you're the big one. Yeah. You are fancy. Oh, you're already listing. That's one of the changes I do like from this patch. It's the center of buoyancy isn't just center of mass. Well, sorry. When you hole in there in the ship, it doesn't count the buoyancy as on the center of mass. It counts the buoyancy as individual compartments. So if you flood a compartment on the port of your ship, your ship will, like, tilt to port. Like, you can capsize ships. This is what's happened here. Obviously, it's lost a bit of its, side. It's gonna take a while to take this puppy out. It's a fairly close range ship as well. Probably shouldn't be targeting it. Oh, so that's a coffin! A casket. It's like a baby coffin nail. I like it. That's cool. It looks like the Gatling cannon's engaging as well now. Green cannon is still not particularly powerful. I think maybe the green cannon needs a an accuracy buff as well. Not powerful, sorry, accurate. I think we need a accuracy buff on the green cannon. Surprisingly, it's the Gatling cannon that's getting all the hits here. Ooh, hello, hello. Good. Keep it up. I still feel we're lacking a little bit of firepower. Oh, hello! Gatling cannon's decided to take on the casket. The Gatling cannon has done exactly what it was designed for. It was designed to take out things like the casket. That is exactly what the Gatling cannon was designed for, and it just owned. Yeah. Well played. Hopefully that's my side of the border. Do 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 do. Our main cannon's still missing a fair amount. More accuracy needed. That was a good shot though. There we go. Goodbye. You tried. But ultimately you failed. And that is what's important. Hehehehe. Okay, so how are we looking? Ammo seems good. Metal up to 8,000. Let us have a look at... Ooh, that spawn point. I think we can get it. 7,500 metal there. 20,000 metal there. 70,000 metal there. Oh my god, maybe I should have turned the metal a bit lower. Well, the resources from Killing Zone a little bit lower. That's crazy high. But sure, okay, I'll go for it. Okay, well, how are we going to do that? That's a lot of metal, more than our little starting boat can handle. I think we have to build, like, a dedicated barge. So, it's dedicated barge time. Now, I would normally do building in a separate episode for ships. But it is just a barge. But then again, maybe I want to make the barge pretty. Yeah, we'll do a separate episode for our first transport barge. So, for now, I want to have a look at some of the things we can improve. So, certainly I want to improve this cannon. In terms of its firepower, it's okay. It's not, like, super powerful. It was never really intended to be super powerful. But it certainly could do with a buff to the actual accuracy. So the inaccuracy right now is 0.46. That's not good enough. That is better. That's what I expect. Let's get that down to about 0.2. Yeah, 0.23 will do. There we go. 0.22. It's a very long barrel, but what you gonna do? Now this puppy, I do want to improve the accuracy of that a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't change between turrets the good old-fashioned way because my keyboard is broken. So we're going to do it like this. It's actually a bit too much because I still want you a little bit inaccurate so you can spray. Not too much. You know what? I think you just need a tiny little buff, not a lot. There we go. Just enough. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Now, the choice is I can go more cannons, I can go torpedoes or something. I think we need torpedoes just in case they send a submarine at us. Or we could do a cannon that's got a super cavitator round. The choices, the choices, the choices. I don't know. I mean, I really like the cannons. I really like the cannons, especially with the changes they've made, so that I don't have to have, like, ridiculous ammo stockpile thingies. Not stockpiles, but, like, makers. Like, this is so much better than the old system. I prefer this. But I'm not honestly seeing the viability of missiles right now. I mean, sure, later game we can spam them. Great. But right now I don't want to spam them. I also don't want to use them against anything other than subs. A gun with super cavitated round probably seems exactly what I'd want to do. So what I might do is just stick a fixed gun, on the front with super cavitator, make it like a pretty big projectile, long barrel, large gauge, fires occasionally, super cavitator, a couple of HEs, a shape charge, and it could be our anti-ship and anti-sub weapon. I think that's probably a viable solution. Let's give it a try. Okay, right, so wooden block. Then I would like a advanced cannon firing piece. Firing piece, followed by mantlet 3x3 Omni, which is circular. Huh. How times have changed. Okay, in which case... because it used to have a square fitting to the back of it. Advanced cannon... fall of shot predictor. Would help if it was pointing like the direction of the cannon. I tend to think that's something that's, you know, somewhat useful in cannon designs. And then, off the back of here, we want to put some gauge increases. And then let's start sticking some barrels on, if only just to see how it's going to fall at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I want it to be fairly accurate, so... that'll do for now. Shell diameter. We're going to go to 2 barrels. And we're going to increase this until it gets to its max, which is not that. Length of shot needed 2 meters. Length of shot needed 3 meters. There we go. So if we go any longer, we're going to need to go for 4 meter. And you know what? I think 2 is absolutely fine. Because now we can do gunpowder casing, super cavitation base. Then HE, and... I don't know if this has been implemented yet. AP cap is worse, except for the fact that against heavy armor, it'll still work, whereas this will fragment. Don't know if it's been implemented, so I'm going to try that. Arm pierce of 5. I want to get the arm pierce up a little bit, so let us try a... let's try a shaped. Shaped secondary charge. Ooh, allows dual piercing heat shells penetration of ERA armor. I don't think that subs will have that, so that's fine. What I am interested is a shape charge head. So it doesn't need an arm pierce, because it should be blasting its way in with a shape charge. So it should have some decent arm pierce. Explosive velocity is 270, that is fine. Barrel length, 12 meters, we've got 20, that's fine as well. Expected reload time, there we go, 15 seconds. Heat penetration metric is 37, so we should be able to go through a couple of layers of armor. Right, so this is where it gets fun. We need to figure out how to get the best use of autoloader, 2-meter autoloaders. It's not the most efficient use of space. I know. People are probably shivering where they sit. Like, why? How could you do such a thing? Why? Why would you blaspheme in terms of can design? Because that's the way I roll. I'm sorry if it has upset you. I'm not sorry at all, actually. But it's one of these things you have to say. I would like to put AI. Logo weapon controller. Bam. Failsafe. And then AI mainframe. I wish you had an up-down card slot, but oh well. Left, right. Endpoint selection, bam. Target prioritization. Set max. Set developer attitude, right. I want you to target things underwater. Don't really care that much about range. A little bit more per block. Actually, quite a lot underwater. There you go. Right, let's give that a try. Then I think we'll call it. That is a stupid length barrel. It's a very long reload time. Sure, you know what? I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. So, I would like to... Boop. Yes, we now have an anti-submarine gun. Because that is exactly how I roll. Also, I really like the guns. Okay, so, thank you very much for watching. The next episode is going to be a building episode. We're going to focus on building of a barge. That will basically be our transporter barge. It'll be basically like an oil tanker, but with more than oil. And it will go, A, collect resources, and B, then ship the resources to other places. It will be completely unarmed because I want to keep it cheap. Eventually, we'll come up with like an armed version later on. We've got resources. But I want this to be cheap. I want it to be cheerful. I don't even want to put it anywhere near an enemy combat zone. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I've been EnterElysium. If you enjoyed, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. We've beat our first bunch of enemies quite easily. I'm very happy, and stay shiny.